And we are live. This is the Extreme Rules 2014 full show preview. Um, the card just looks great right now. Well, not great, but I mean, I like it. How about you, Voice of the Voiceless?
Uh, I am liking the card. It's probably not the best card they could have right now, but I'm hoping they add some more extreme stipulations since it is Extreme Rules the night WWE gets extreme. Uh, but I do like the card. It's going to be an enjoyable card to watch. What are you going to do? Are you going to watch?
Um, yeah, I have the network now, so I'll be able to watch everything live. Um, it was actually really great quality. No more crappy streams anymore for me, unless it's for like TNA or something. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, I finally got it.
yeah,
Worth it.
yeah. I know for WrestleMania was perfect. I was sort of expecting maybe some problems with the streaming, but the streaming was perfect. I was shocked of just because I'm guessing I think what was it like 600,000 people watched it on the. I was guessing there's going to be something wrong with the stream, but everything went perfect. So I'm confident in the network, and I'm inviting a friend over to watch, and it's gonna be a good night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to watch the pre-show or anything with Hornswoggle and El Torito, but I'll still watch like the main show and everything. But yeah, let's just start talking with Hornswoggle and Torito. They just had their little contract signing. It was a pretty good segment, I guess.
Uh, Yeah, I actually a lot of people are not liking this feud, but I'm not really, but I do like this feud a lot. It's given 3MB something to do. Uh, it's given Hornswoggle something to do since he is a good wrestler. Uh,
Yeah,
in his indie days, he was a pretty good wrestler for the size and division he was in. He
Wisconsin,
was oh yeah, in the Wisconsin Pro Wrestling.
like
Uh,
NWA, or yeah, I think it was like NWA, like or whatever it's called, Wisconsin. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, it's the Wisconsin territory or whatever I think it is.
Yeah,
Uh, but I know he is a good heel. He's a much better heel than face in my opinion. Uh, I
I
remember
loved
like
him
when he
when they called him little bastard,
the little
like when he
bastard.
first
Yeah, I
started.
was just gonna say like with his heel run with Finley, that was great. So, but it's great that
Yeah.
they're having him do something with 3M. I guess 3MB something watchable for them to do. And uh, what do you think how the match is gonna play out?
uh, I feel like they'll probably do some spots just to make fun of midgets. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a WLC match, so I don't know if they're gonna hang anything up. Give them a little short ladder or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be a pin, like a one fall type of match, or is it gonna be like a ladder match type deal? All I know is there's gonna be some extreme elements. For a pre-show match, it'll be pretty good. It's gonna entertain me. It's just interesting to see him fight. It entertains me. That's what it's supposed to do. And I think I want. I don't think he's gonna win, but I want Hornswoggle to win.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not gonna win, but yeah, I would be
I'm
rooting for him
pulling up
too.
for him.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for Hornswoggle. So I'll give a pop if he wins. So
Hell yeah. All right, let's see here. Probably the next match we'll talk about. Talk about the Rob Van Dam, Jack Swagger, Cesaro match. Was it elimination match now or something like that?
yes, on SmackDown they announced that it is now an elimination match, much like WCW they used to do with three men. They used to do like a triangle match. I'm sure all men are going to be in the ring at the same time, but it's going to be an elimination style triple threat match, which
Uh,
uh, I think I don't. It gives the match a stipulation, but I like the one fall, first man with the pinfall wins type of thing. It just
yeah,
adds more. I don't like the elimination aspect because you don't need to break up a pin. You don't need to be you don't need to fight to get that first fall. So
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I have down on the elimination match. But I don't know.
yeah.
What,
I don't know what I'm really expecting from this. I mean, I don't know if Cesaro's a heel or a face. I mean, like
yeah.
Van Dam's obviously a face, but yet Cesaro's cutting heel promos on him, but yet he's acting like the face against Swagger. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I don't even know why Van Damme's even in this whole like
Yeah,
I know like storyline wise like basically Van Damme didn't want to be in the Real Americans and Van Damme had a problem with Heyman because
they're
uh
past or something.
they're past with ECW. So like honestly I would wish that it would either be a singles match between Cesaro and Van Damme or Cesaro and Swagger, but I don't know why Van Damme's like in this triple threat feud. Only I'm guessing only because we already seen Cesaro and Swagger on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah,
So, but they could have still made like an Extreme Rules stipulation match, like a Falls Count Anywhere match, or a like a tables match, or something like
something.
that.
Yeah.
Just give it an element. Maybe add in Paul Heyman and Zeb Coulter, like a tag team mixed tag
Oh
match or
God.
whatever it is. Yeah, just give it something, but it will be a good match. It just won't make that much sense.
I really hope they end the Cesaro Swagger feud. I feel like they're
Uh,
just gonna drag that.
yeah. I originally liked it, but when they first announced that they were gonna have a match on SmackDown, it killed it to me
Yeah,
because it was a pay-per-view match. It was if they add that extreme stipulation, it's a pay-per-view
perfect.
caliber match. So I don't know why they would have it on SmackDown. It just didn't
Yeah,
make any sense. Like these two were a tag team for almost a year. Cesaro just won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and then for no reason joined Paul Heyman. And Zeb and Heyman are arguing and they just had the match on SmackDown. It just makes absolutely no sense at all.
yeah. Well, that's booking for you these days.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so who do you think will win?
I'll take Cesaro.
Same. I mean,
He's the hottest
they
guy right
gotta start
now.
pushing him now. Yeah.
Yeah. They especially he's a Heyman guy, so uh I would be all right if Swagger got the win, just because maybe they're planning something with Swagger, but I'm rooting for Cesaro. I think he will win. There's no reason why he wouldn't win to me.
Well, I think the only reason why he won't win if maybe uh, Swagger cheats or something and
Yeah,
eliminates him, and then RVD eliminates Swagger or something.
yeah, and RVD gets the win. Yeah.
Yeah, but we
Uh,
both got Cesaro there.
all right. Uh, I would say next would be the handicap match.
Yeah, the Rusev and Truth and versus Truth and Woods.
What do you think on that? I can guess what you think of it, but because I think it's what everyone thinks of it. Uh,
um,
there's no I don't even know why this is on a pay-per-view. They just give
uh,
Rusev something to do.
unless
It's gonna be a squash.
unless they do something like Extreme Rules 2012, where like Stan Stansky and like Arthur Rosenberg or whatever, they did like the poem like two is greater than one or whatever.
Oh yeah, two is greater than one.
I think those guys would be better off on this pay per view than Truth and Woods.
Yeah, I honestly, when Xavier Woods first came in, I honestly thought since him and Truth are friends in real life, they go
Yeah,
back to TNA with
yeah,
Truth and Consequences. I honestly thought they would push them as a tag team, like WWE. I thought WWE was coming back with the tag team division, and I thought Truth and Woods would be like a very good tag team. Like maybe they'll
yeah,
maybe get them in the running for the tag team titles. Now they've been doing nothing but jobbing, and
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't like that. I like Woods. I like Xavier Woods. He's a very talented guy. I liked him a lot in TNA. He was one of my favorite X Division guys in TNA, and I just feel like they dropped the ball on him. But
Yeah, and he like debuted from he came up from NXT only like what was it, a few months
Yeah,
ago or like maybe 5 or 6 months ago,
yeah.
but yet they haven't done like anything with him.
No, they did that stupid thing with Brodus Clay, and that
Oh
was just
yeah,
so dumb. And
yeah,
yeah, now they're just doing this thing with Rusev, which obviously, okay, if there's no way that Rusev is gonna lose. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to
absolutely.
say never, just because Brock Lesnar beat Taker, but I'm gonna give Rusev has a 99.9% chance of winning, of that he's gonna win the match. There's no reason why this match probably should be on the pay-per-view. Just giving Rusev something, give him
Give
a
Lana
pay-per-view win.
something.
Yeah,
Get her on
yeah.
there.
God, I love Lana. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god,
I've hopped on the bandwagon with Lana.
it's worth it, man. There's still more room.
But
But
you do have Rusev winning, right?
oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 5 minute squash. Woods and Truth will probably have the advantage for 10 seconds. They'll do like two double team moves, throw Rusev off his feet once, and then Rusev will get the advantage once again and pummel both of them. 5 minute. It'll be a 5 minute, less than 5 minute match. I hope.
I can't wait till like he actually faces a good opponent and he'll
Yeah.
like he'll need to start like using heel tactics to win, like
Yeah.
using Lana maybe as a distraction, you
Mhm.
know. I
You
mean
know,
it's valid.
they're yeah, they're building him up. I I'm okay with WWE putting him in a couple squash matches. They did that. They did it 20 years ago with guys like Razor Ramon, and they did it with all the big heels. Just
Yeah.
those them facing jobbers. But um, obviously, like pay-per-view, like those matches should only be for Raw and SmackDown and main event. They shouldn't be for pay-per-views. And I don't know how far Rusev is going to go, only because his gimmick is not going to last long as a
Oh yeah,
heel.
definitely.
He's a great wrestler. I like the guy. He can wrestle. He's quick. He's powerful. He has all the
Yeah, he's
tools
super
of a
athletic.
great wrestler. Like, but the thing, like, he's a lot like Lesnar to me. He's a lot like Lesnar, and I was talking to you about this before. The good thing about Lesnar was when he came in, uh, he was put into a feud with the Hardy Brothers, and obviously the Hardy Brothers, you think they had a chance because they're a great tag team, and they were swinging chairs at Lesnar, and one of the coolest spots ever was when Jeff Hardy hit Brock Lesnar in the head with a chair. It didn't even phase him, and then Matt Hardy hit him with a chair, and then he did a front flip over the Lesnar did his classic sell, did a front flip over the top rope and landed right on his feet, and like shook his head. As like that was just so cool. And it was a
Wow.
good to get Lesnar into WWE. That was a great feud to have, just because the Hardys were getting destroyed by him, but at the same time there was still that reliable tag team. They're like, this guy's legit because he beat both the Hardys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, yeah.
So I think we talked enough about that. I
Oh
think
yeah.
we talked about that match more than it's going to go on for. So
Oh
um,
yeah.
another bathroom break. Probably. Well, I don't know. Paige is pretty good.
Uh,
Paige versus Tamina.
Paige versus Tamina. Yes. Uh, I I like Paige. I think Paige single-handedly is making Divas Wrestling more interesting, even though she's been defeating everyone on the roster. But
Yeah. Alicia Fox and like Donna.
Oksana, uh, she is I like her a lot. Very interesting character, great wrestler, of course, very young.
Yeah, I mean she
Uh,
was really good on NXT. Just if she
oh
can
yeah,
carry that over onto the main roster. We still need to get that Paige AJ rematch, which might not be until like SummerSlam, but
yeah. Maybe
it'll be
they'll
pretty
make a
good.
story out of it. They'll make a story out of it, like AJ coming back, and
Got embarrassed or
it'll
something.
be pretty good. It'll be a big women's match, which the WWE we haven't seen. I think the last great Divas match or women's match was probably Trish Stratus versus Lita
Oh yeah,
feud for sure, and that's been 8 years, 7 years. So
yeah,
definitely something they need. Tamina is a capable challenger to Paige.
yeah,
Uh, I haven't seen much of the feud. I just seen Tamina win a couple matches and Paige win a couple matches, but they haven't really had any altercations besides Tamina being the former AJ Lee bodyguard person.
yeah. I mean,
But
I wish they turned Tamina face. I feel like she'd
yeah,
do well.
definitely. That's why it's sort of Paige coming threw me off, just because I thought we would get
So
that AJ
random.
Lee
Yeah,
Tamina yeah feud, but it was actually Paige, but which is good. But
yeah. We're not complaining.
oh no, definitely not. But I do have Paige winning the match though.
Okay, yeah, same here. Um, so let's move on to the next match. I've got some bad news for Big E Langston. Um, he's probably gonna lose his title against Becky.
Yeah, I did have. I don't know. We were talking about the last podcast. I don't know who you had, but I had Bad News Barrett winning that tournament.
Oh yeah, I think for some reason I must have said Cesaro. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Uh, I do love how they're building up Bad News. The dude's looking unstoppable. His character is working. He's looking like that great feud, and I think this match, the feud, like if Barrett wins, it'll add something to the IC title because then they'll have a feud. Like the title could switch hands. It could switch between Big E and um, Barrett because what we've been having lately is Big E has held the title since November, I think.
November?
Yeah,
Wow,
I think
that long.
November since the Raw Country show where you beat
What? Oh my god.
where you beat Curtis Axel. I think that was in November, but he's held the title since then, and I think he's had a couple title defenses on the pay-per-view, but he's pretty much lost every single match he's fought, like every single big match that him as the IC title holder should be winning on television, but he's lost all of them. He's only beaten jobbers. He just beat Titus O'Neil on SmackDown tonight. Like he's only beaten those jobber guys, but he hasn't been winning against big matches where he should be winning because he's the IC title holder, and that's a big problem for WWE. Those mid card titles, like the United States and Intercontinental
Oh
title,
yeah.
they're giving these guys long title reigns. Curtis Axel, the champion before Big E, has a long title reign, and they haven't had big title defenses. They've been beating jobbers and been getting beat by everyone else. So that's why I think Barrett needs to win the IC title to add something to that championship.
Yeah, I think the last IC title championship match I really remember actually being interested in was actually at WrestleMania 28, Cody Rhodes and Big Show.
Big
For
Show.
some reason,
Yes.
I was really interested in that.
Yeah. Just because it was a feud, like those guys have been going back and forth. The title hasn't been going back and forth between those guys besides the tables match at Extreme Rules a month later. But still,
Yeah.
those guys themselves have been going back and forth, and it made a feud, and it happened to be for the title, which was good for the championship, and that was the last time the title's been defended on WrestleMania, if you don't count the pre-show from last year. But
Oh god, that was bad.
that was also the first WrestleMania Intercontinental title defense before since 25, which was 8 seconds with Rey Mysterio and JBL, and before that, I think it was WrestleMania 18.
Wow.
So it's just I do like it's a prestigious title. It's the Intercontinental title. It's the second. It should be the second best championship in the WWE, and it's just a title someone holds. It's lame.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
if they really need to like unify them or something, the US
yeah,
and the IC, because
I don't
there's no
know.
way they'd
Don't
be
even
pushing both of them.
don't even talk about the U.S. title. Like I can go off about that, but that's another story for another time.
The
As
City Master title.
I do. I love Ambrose. I love Ambrose. Don't get me wrong, but they've definitely messed that up. The whole U.S. title. I do like Big E too. I think Big E is a future guy. Like the guy can be a future world champion.
Yeah,
They needed to make his this IC title run he's having way much better. And I think if say Barrett beats him on Sunday, and then the next month Big E wins the title back, and they just go back and forth a couple times. I think that'll add something great to the championship
yeah. I mean,
and to the two guys too.
yeah. I
Since
mean,
I'm Barrett's up and
it,
coming, and
yeah. I mean, it's finally time he appears like he's good as an individual wrestler. Like
yeah,
he doesn't have a group he needs to be with.
yeah. I don't know. So who do you have winning the match?
I can only see bad news Barrett. I mean, he won
Yeah,
that tournament. He could easily beat Biggie.
yeah. I have bad news. Barrett winning that. Hey,
Um,
hey, watching SmackDown right now. Fatal four-way match for the U.S. title.
oh
Ambrose,
yeah,
Del
I forgot.
Rio, Ryback, and Axel. And they're having actual. It's the main event on SmackDown, believe it or not.
Oh my
And they're
gosh.
actually announcing. They're actually announcing everyone. Like
Yeah, I'm
it's
looking at it
making the
right now.
championship. It's making the championship legit. I'm just loving this, especially since Ambrose is the face. I think this is Ambrose's first title defense of 2014
Wow.
of
Maybe
the year.
maybe Ryback will become the new City Master after winning the title.
He's a four-time WWE champion. That's what he calls himself.
Oh yeah,
I love
yeah.
Ryback. Ryback's Ryback's awesome.
He's such a troll.
He's the best. So
I
what's
think.
the oh yeah,
Oh, next match. Oh, we're finally getting to the matches that actually matter.
the big
Um,
matches.
Cena versus Wyatt in a steel cage match.
All right, I'll let you explain your thoughts on the Cena Wyatt feud
Okay,
first.
so I feel like the build up to Mania, it was pretty good. It got me excited for the match. They had a pretty good match at Mania, but nah, Cena just had to win again. God damn it. I mean, I liked all the psychology during the match. They messed up. I mean, there's no way he'll beat him again though.
Yeah, there's my, great feud, great feud. Leading up to Mania, I thought it was great. The match at Mania was probably the second or third best. I think it was the third best match on the card.
Yeah, the best
Uh,
non-Daniel Bryan match.
yeah, for sure. And and the feud and my reasoning with Cena winning is it was WrestleMania and it was the and Cena. It seems like Cena needs to win at WrestleMania just to make everyone happy, just to make that kid in the fan in the crowd, the kid in the crowd go home happy with his parents and whatnot. And it's WrestleMania. The good guy's supposed to win, and I don't think it harmed. To me, it didn't hurt Bray Wyatt in any way, just because even more people are behind him. And maybe that's just because more people hate Cena now because he beat Wyatt at WrestleMania. But the story after WrestleMania that's been leading to Extreme Rules has gotten way better. Just with Bray Wyatt singing, people are getting behind him. The children's choir,
Yeah, the
which
children.
was probably the greatest, one of my favorite segments of Raw in like a very very long time.
It probably would have been better in my opinion if I saw it live, but at least I got to see
Oh
it.
yeah, but yeah, it was when I was watching it on TV, I'm like, what in the hell is this? And it just all happened like this is the greatest thing I've ever watched on live television. Just with the children singing and then like they're following him and Cena being like shocked and awed, and then you had the children putting on the sheep masks and the child sitting on Bray Wyatt's lap. It was like oh my god. It was just I was marking out. It was just insane. Um the cage match though, it will I'm not sure if it'll be better than the Mania match just because I know how these cage matches end up.
Oh yeah.
Uh I don't know like if they're gonna do the pin stipulation or the escape stipulation. Uh, I do know probably the Wyatt family will get involved somehow,
Yeah,
and I do have Bray Wyatt winning the match. He needs to win this match just to. If he doesn't win this match, I think it'll kill anything he has going. Unless they do another big match at the next pay-per-view
yeah. I
that
mean, like,
Bray Wyatt has to
if
win.
Wyatt wins, then what does he go on to next other than Cena? I mean, I don't really see much.
Yeah, he needs to beat Cena to end it. Just so like they'll have some stipulation, like if Wyatt wins, Cena has to join the Wyatt family or something weird like that. That I hope Cena doesn't join the Wyatt family, just because I
Yeah,
don't think they can do much
ruin
with
it.
him. Just when Cena's when I think of Cena becoming a heel, like I'm hoping it's like a more realistic heel role, like Hulk Hogan with the NWO
Yeah,
than him being in the Wyatt family. Like Daniel, like when Daniel Bryan joined the Wyatt family for a couple weeks, I thought it was really lame just because that's not who Daniel Bryan is.
yeah. I mean, like,
Like it's
when I see Cena going heel, I see him as some sort of like deranged marine or something like that. You know how he always
yeah,
shows like hustle, loyalty, respect, and stuff like that.
yeah,
It just start to say like, screw it, I've been through enough.
yeah.
I
Like I honestly see Cena as a heel as either the Caucasian rapper, like
don't
we all
know.
loved him as a heel before,
Yeah,
or Hollywood John Cena, where he goes like Hulk Hogan, where he goes Hollywood and he calls out all the fans for betraying him and booing him. Like that's where I see Cena heading as a heel. I don't see him as a monster type white family member. But do you? I know you do. You think Bray Wyatt's gonna win the match though?
yeah, he definitely should. It'll probably be some heel tactic, but he gets the win.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's in a way that it doesn't make Bray Wyatt look like a coward.
Oh yeah,
Like he doesn't get a sneaky win. I'm hoping he pins John Cena or he decimates John Cena or him and the Wyatt family decimate him and then he escapes the cage. Like I hope he just doesn't like barely get out. Like Cena's bigger than him and he needs to escape the cage to get away from Cena type thing. Like he decimates Cena and then he walks out of the cage and he proves that he's the bigger, better, more influential person than Cena is type deal.
yeah. I mean, like, I for some reason I just can't get out of my mind that WWE is gonna do some with the other two of the family where, like they did in the Inferno match at SummerSlam, like just find a
Yeah,
way to break the rules and just win at any cost. But
yeah,
I don't want that to happen, but I feel like that's going to happen.
yeah. It will. There will be some type of interference where the Harper and Rowan will somehow outsmart the confines of the cage. Like they'll either climb up it or they'll go from under it or something like that, and they'll
Yeah,
somehow assist Bray Wyatt to get that win. I think it's going to be a typical cage match, John Cena cage match, but it's going to be pretty good. It's definitely going to be the third best match of the card.
yeah.
Third or
Let's
fourth
see.
if you the triple threat, but
Yeah.
it'll be
Which
good.
which one do you want to do next? Shield versus Evolution or World Title match? Which one do you think will go last? We'll do the one before the last then.
I think the main event is going to be the world title match.
All right.
I think they did announce that it was going to be the world title match, but
Okay. So let's talk about Shield versus Evolution. Um. Let's see. Do you see this feud continuing after this, no matter who wins, or?
yes, I do. I do feel like it's going to go for another month.
Yeah, I really feel like I've been hearing the rumors of Batista leaving to do more Hollywood, like promoting his new movie or whatever. And in my opinion, I feel like they will add another person to replace him, whether it be from the Shield or from the roster. I feel like someone will
Uh,
come out interfere.
yeah, it depends when it's rumored that he'll leave. This Fatal Four-Way match is pretty good. But anyway, if maybe he'll have another month because uh because I feel like they need to do one more match after this one. If it's just gonna be a basic 3-on-3 match at Extreme Rules, um, what I think is gonna go down is it's been a great feud. Definitely the second or the best or second best feud on Raw lately
I
in
think
the
it's the best.
WWE. Yeah, over I personally think Cena versus Wyatt is the best feud right
Okay,
now,
yeah.
the best story, but the Shield and Evolution are very close behind. Uh, what did you think of the Ric Flair uh thing that happened on Raw?
Oh,
First of all,
did he even do much? I can't even remember. I mean, like,
I don't really know what he said. Like he said something, but it did favor the Shield. It was weird though. Like it just came out of nowhere. It was just really weird.
he was
Like
like
why would he even do
greeting
it?
his old friends with like Evolution. That he just said some random about the Shield. Just left.
Yeah. Yeah, he said like he was saying, "Oh, I love you guys in Evolution, but I'm gonna personally favor the Shield." Like, and then he
Yeah.
shook the hands of the Shield and walked out. It was like, what the heck?
What?
Like personally, I would love to see Flair go be with Evolution just because he's an Evolution guy. He's one of the four original members, so that's what I thought he was gonna do. He was gonna come back and just join up with Triple
Oh
H.
wow. Ambrose.
Uh, yeah,
That's pretty
Team
sweet
Ambrose actually looking legit with the title.
too.
But
Oh.
but I do what I think is gonna go down is it's gonna be a great match no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Uh, for sure. It'll probably be the match of the night to me. It will be the match of the night. But I feel like it's gonna go down. It's gonna be a nice big huge long match. It's 3-on-3. But I feel like Ric Flair is gonna get involved and he's gonna
Oh gee.
betray the Shield and help Evolution win. And that's what I think is gonna carry the feud more. Just because the Shield needs to get that win, but Evolution's gonna get that cheap victory, or they're gonna barely escape. Ric Flair's gonna help them out, like by betraying the Shield, and it'll just continue that feud until Payback. I'm guessing.
Yeah. I
So
mean, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, how Evolution will probably win. But I think we have the same prediction so far. So I'm probably gonna go back and change mine. Let's
all
see.
right,
You had Hornswoggle. I'll change mine to Torito,
all right,
and then I'll take RVD over Cesaro. Let's just
oh,
clear it out
okay,
there.
oh, okay. I like
Now
that.
I'm not just copying you, or we're just copying each other.
No, not at all. I think what we're both choosing are uh very
Likely.
likely picks. Like I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of surprises. I feel like it's going to go as any fan, like any longtime wrestling fan would think it's going to happen. Like obviously like the main events, I think everyone knows is going to win like which we'll talk about in a little bit. But like I feel like the Shield versus Evolution is one of those matches where maybe one team could win, but it can honestly go any way.
Oh, I just thought of an idea. It could sound stupid. I don't know. But what if, like, Paul Heyman brings in the Paul Heyman guys and joins Evolution? Like,
Uh,
huh?
actually, that is
Like,
that
somewhere
is
down the
actually
line.
very. And then you can have that combined faction type thing.
Yeah. I don't know. That'd probably make more sense around, like, Survivor Series. Where they get, like, the
Yeah,
5-on-5 matches. But somewhere down the line, I could definitely see that happen.
I never thought about that. Jeez, wow. It would really make Cesaro look like a better heel for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the Shield will
It could
still be
happen,
together by
but
that time. I don't know
yeah,
if maybe Shield and maybe Punk and maybe well Punk returns anytime and Brian
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I do have Evolution. I do have Evolution winning the match just to carry the feud.
Yeah, I mean, they can't end it right away.
No, it can't be a 1 month, 3 week feud. They need to carry at least two pay-per-views, at
Ah,
least.
maybe get like a Reigns and Triple H match at SummerSlam. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I've heard people talking about that Reigns versus Triple H. Um, do you think Evolution's gonna be around for a while, or would you like to see him around for a while?
I feel like they'll be around till like the end of 2014, maybe just solid second kind of run in WWE.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like they definitely need to have a new person join, like
yeah.
for someone from NXT or some new person. Maybe like I don't know, Sami Zayn, not really, but
Uh,
I don't know. I'm
Bo
just trying to.
Dallas.
Bo Dallas, Bo Leave in
You could
Evolution.
see it. I could see it. Bo Dallas being that Randy Orton type guy, like he was in 2004. Give him like an IC title run, and then have him have a lengthy IC title run. You can have him as like the future groomed third generation superstar champion, like Orton was.
Oh, I have one even better. Adam Rose joining them.
No,
I was just kidding
that
right
would
there. To be honest,
completely ruin everything. No.
you get like Triple H and Batista and Orton like partying and stuff,
Party like
just
those parties
carrying
they
them
have
out.
with like all the
Yeah,
girls.
yeah. Flair's just in there
That flying
randomly.
limousine riding.
Uh, but yeah.
That'd be excellent.
Let's just get on to the main. Actually, no. Let's just do our predictions. We
You
both
do
have
have
equal
Evolution winning
points.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And then we got the main event, which I feel like the victor will be quite obvious. Daniel
Yes.
Bryan versus Kane. Obviously, Daniel Bryan, to be honest.
There's no way that they're gonna give Kane the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, I think this feud is pretty good. There's multiple aspects. The A smaller one was they were the tag team champions for a while.
Yeah.
It's still the Authority, mostly Stephanie McMahon now as Triple H pulled out. No pun intended. Out of yeah, as
Good
Triple
one.
H
Good
pulled
one.
out of his feud with Daniel Bryan to do the one with Evolution of the Shield. But Stephanie McMahon is still in that feud with Daniel Bryan, and she brought in Kane, who Kane was obviously the former half of Team Hell No with Daniel Bryan when they were the tag team champions. That's a small aspect. I think the largest aspect, you could throw all that stuff with Brie Bella away. I think
Oh
it
God.
adds that personal thing to the feud, but I think it's sort of pointless. But personal fire. But I think the biggest thing is Daniel Bryan is the weak, injured little champion, and Kane is the big 300-pound monster. So it puts Daniel Bryan, who is the champion, in the underdog role against Kane
Once again.
once again. Which as a champion, he shouldn't be the underdog. I truly believe he should not look weak in any way. But it does make him be that, which means when he beats Kane, it'll make him look better and stronger. That's what the feud is. I think that's what the feud is for.
Who do you think's the next number one contender for next pay per view?
Payback. If they
Yeah,
don't
Payback.
continue the feud with Kane, if they don't add another stipulation match to Kane, I do see. It depends. It depends if the Cena Wyatt feud continue. But I do see either Cesaro. I see either Kane, Cesaro, or Bray Wyatt facing Daniel Bryan at Payback.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It could be Cesaro. Like it could be similar to the Punk Bryan feud that was in 2012, where they
yeah,
had two pay-per-view matches where you didn't really see Bryan winning the WWE Championship from Punk, but you got two hell of great matches from those two.
yeah, true.
and I think that could be the big summer feud is Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, because I truly believe it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam in the main event.
Yeah, I mean they have to do that.
They have to. Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker, so he's obviously the number one contender once he comes back. Like you can't not beat the Undertaker and say you want to win the World Championship and not get a title shot.
Yeah. I mean that's what he wanted before that feud anyway.
Yeah, he wanted the
So it
title
makes
shot at
sense.
WrestleMania, and he got the Undertaker and he beat him. He's the one in 21-1, so
My client Brock Lesnar conquered the streak.
I am the one who follows the one in 21-1.
God damn it, Paul. Paul Heyman.
Easily the three biggest internet things: Titty Master, Paul Heyman, and the Paul Heyman, the black guy who,
Oh yeah.
the reaction guy.
Yeah. It's like his eyes popping out.
Yeah, Lana's becoming a huge. She's growing in popularity upon the internet's
Yeah.
base. But getting on to the match, it'll be a pretty good match. It's Extreme Rules, so I see a lot of those things coming into play. But
Yeah.
obviously, Daniel Bryan's gonna win the match.
Quick prediction: does the Spanish announce table last throughout the whole pay-per-view?
At Extreme Rules, heck no, hell no. It's
Nope.
gotta go.
That's all you got, or however it goes. Vinnie Mac's theme.
No chance in hell.
Yeah, no chance in hell.
No chance. But there's the Spanish announce table will go in some match.
Won't even make it to the main event. Won't be main eventing Extreme Rules.
No. That depends. If it doesn't get taken out during the Shield and Evolution match, it'll be taken out during the Kane and Bryan match in some form.
Yeah.
It can't be an extreme pay-per-view without the Spanish announce table.
So, do you have any last thoughts about the pay-per-view?
To me, it'll probably be the, so far in the year, it'll probably be the it probably won't be the best. I'll probably rank it a little bit better than Royal Rumble. But I think it's still going to be WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber, and then Extreme Rules as my best pay-per-views of 2014 so far. It'll be a good pay-per-view
we've had
for
some
sure.
pretty good ones so far.
Yeah, it'll be worth my time watching it on the network. Is it going to be WrestleMania? Hell no, but it's going to still be a great event to watch. And if you're getting it for basically free on the network, then there's no reason why you shouldn't watch it on a Sunday night.
Yeah. I don't know why it took me so long to get the network. Well,
how are you liking it, by the way?
I really like it. I like watching Legends House. I find that show to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I'll pretty much on weeknights I'll start watching a pay-per-view. Then I'll fall asleep halfway through. I never really finish one though.
Yeah, that's what I'll either sit in my basement, watch on my PS3, and watch an entire pay-per-view. Just sit down and watch an entire pay-per-view, or I'll watch one before I go to bed. I'll watch half of one, and then when I wake up, I'll watch the rest of it, or the next night I'll watch the other half. But what pay-per-views have you watched already?
Oh god, I bounced all over the place. I've watched a bit of 2012. I think I watched Unforgiven 06, on the network, and then I bought it because I liked it.
On DVD.
A little bit of 2005. Then randomly, I just watched SummerSlam 1992.
Good pay-per-view?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I just chose that. And then I've watched. I think they have 2 Raws from the Attitude Era, 98 or something. So I watched those. It's just random where I just choose randomly.
Yeah, what I've been pay-per-view like history-wise, what I've been doing is I've been watching. I've started when Hulk Hogan joined WCW. So I like the first WCW pay-per-view I watched is Bash at the Beach 1994,
Oh,
and
I haven't watched any WCW yet.
yeah, it's pretty awesome just to watch all that original stuff without it being edited or anything like that. A couple themes are edited here or there, but none of the other content is. Like you still get the like when Mean Gene does his the hotline, the number is still on there. The number is still on
Yeah.
there.
Don't
So
they have to
it's
put some like non like
they say there's like a stamp on top of the number that
yeah.
says number no or don't call this number or something like that. But basically, I started with those because that's when WCW really started competing with WWF. So I started there. I went through the atrocious WCW 1995. Like if you don't want to kill yourself, don't watch WCW 1995. Just avoid that year.
Okay. Noted.
You'll maybe watch every single don't watch any pay-per-view from 1995 besides Starrcade, because Starrcade you have like Benoit versus Jushin Liger,
Oh,
which
Jushin
is a
Liger.
good match, which is a great match. You have Eddie Guerrero versus Shinjo Otani, which is a really good match. Like you got because it's the New Japan versus WCW show,
Yeah.
which is really good, 1995. But other than that, just avoid any WCW pay-per-view from 1995. But then I went through 96. I just got done with WCW 1996. I just finished Starrcade 96 with and the Rise of the NWO, which has been pretty good. And what I've been doing is I've been watching. I started with the first episode of Monday Night Raw, and I'm going through every single one pretty much. I'm on episode 20, which is the one right before King of the Ring 1993, which I'm gonna watch sometime. Uh, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna do that, and at the same time I'm gonna go back and forth with during 1997, where I'll run like WWF Royal Rumble 1997, and then after that I'll watch the WCW pay-per-view from January of 1997, Sold Out,
Oh, good
and
idea.
I'm just gonna compare because that's when the Monday Night Wars were the highest at the rivalry. So I want to act like I'm a fan from that era and just compare the two. And then I think I'm gonna add in because ECW came out with their pay-per-views in '97, so I think I'm gonna add in the ECW pay-per-views as well, and it'll be pretty good.
That's a good idea. I might start doing that during the summer once I'm out of school
Yeah,
and everything.
it's good. It's really good. I did hear that the network they're gonna add full episodes of Monday Nitro, like they're
Oh
doing with
wow.
Raw, which is gonna be great. I can't wait to get into those.
So yeah.
But
Uh
that's what I've been doing on the network.
okay, that's cool.
Besides watching the original program like Legends House, I watched Warrior Week.
Oh
I haven't
yeah,
watched
I rewatched those.
the only two things I haven't watched have been WrestleMania Rewind. I haven't watched any of those
Yeah,
yet,
I
but I
didn't watch
will.
them.
And the Countdown Show, which I'll watch eventually.
I think they
But I
used to
did,
do that on like their YouTube or whatever.
yeah. I will watch. I have been watching a lot of the Legends Roundtable discussions.
Yeah, I haven't watched that either.
Those are really good because there's this one where Flair just goes off on TNA. It's
Oh
like the
really?
only
They actually talk about it?
yeah, like what was he talking? Oh, he's talking about Vince Russo.
Oh god.
He was talking about how much Vince Russo ruined his career in 2000 with WCW. It's like now he's in what is he even now? TNA, and then he like makes like a laugh. He's like, what is he? In TNA, which is funny because it's actually I think before he joined TNA.
Yeah, he rejoined them or whatever as a
Yeah,
consultant.
like no, I think because the episode was made in like 2008 or something like
Oh,
that.
oh,
So
so
it
it's
was
before
because they're old
Flair
episodes
went
because
there.
they were originally on yeah, Flair went to TNA afterwards. So it's funny that he made fun of TNA and then he went to TNA basically for the money and actually
Yeah,
worked with Vince
he got
Russo.
broke again.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny that like because no one you never hear the word TNA ever
Uh,
be said on
oh, except
WWE
for
programming.
I think there's this one thing in like 2005 or six. It's like Todd with Todd Grisham. It's like bite this or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like they kept on trolling him. He's like TNA fucking sucks or something like that.
They made a couple references. Do you remember where it was the during the Punk and Cena feud where it was when Hogan was with TNA.
I'll take my ball and go somewhere else or
Yeah.
something like that.
He's like, I'll take my ball and go to the other company, brother. Then he said
Yeah,
like the Hulk Hogan.
I
Yeah.
remember watching that live. I was
And there was another one. There was another one with when
Caval.
Caval was in
I was
NXT.
be ready for some
He's
total
like
non-stop
he said
action or
some
something like
rap.
that.
He said some rap, and then at the end he rhymed something with total nonstop action.
Then he got like fired for it or something.
He
I don't know if it
yeah,
was for
he had
that.
that one match. He had that one match with Ziggler, and then he did nothing afterwards. Which did you know Low Key or Caval
Yeah.
signed a contract with TNA?
Like now or in the past?
Yeah, just now today.
Just now today? I didn't hear that yet.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
Low Key. It was on a news
I know.
source. It was
I think he did some Dragon Gate USA over Mania weekend, but
yeah, but because he's Low Key, right? Low Key.
yeah, he retired again. He's like retired so many different times
Yeah,
now.
but it said on source that Low Key has signed former X Division champion Low Key has signed a contract with TNA. So
Oh my god.
I didn't watch TNA, but I heard what happened at Sacrifice, and I heard some spoilers of what's gonna happen
Yeah, it's not looking too bright.
with MVP. But that's why I'm not interested because it's just dumb,
Yeah.
the whole Eric Young thing. But uh, it'll go wherever it goes.
Okay, so I'm probably going to end this in a few minutes. One
Yeah,
last thought.
we
We
talked
got
a lot.
Crew32 with the hashtag. Make
Oh,
sure if you have Twitter, tweet that at me. I am
For
at
life.
Big Bernie. Big Bernie Cool. Yes, at Big Bernie
Big
Cool
Bernie
on
Cool.
Twitter. Bernie Roger on Facebook.
I am going to make
Uh,
a Twitter also, probably under Voice of the Voiceless sometime in the future because I want to really go hard on YouTube. So I'll co-create with Twitter and YouTube and see where that takes me. I'm gonna make some more YouTube videos in the future, do some reviews, and I got some new DVDs also that I'll let you guys take a look at. And yeah,
yeah. All right. So till next time, we'll see y'all later.